In the inimitable words of a guy I met who used to throw hand grenades at people, let's light this firecracker. So, what's up, Mr. Dean? We are late. It's my fault.
It's all right. You know why? Because you were doing something very important.
So, I did something that I would recommend. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just going to give you all a cool tip. All right. So, you remember last Funnel Hacking Live? I don't know. Did you watch it virtually? Did you watch virtually?
Parts of it.
Okay. So, one of the things when we were in there with Tony Robbins for like 6 hours that felt like 2 hours.
Really?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
He said something that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do that. He said, if you're not already doing this, you need to create a customer council. You need to have a group of your customers that you get together with and just tell them what you're doing in your business and get their opinion on it and have them be like your mastermind for your business, your customers. And I remember thinking, man, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that. I actually did it. I mean, how many times do you go to a conference, somebody gives you a good idea, you write it down, oh, it's going to change my life. By the time you get home, you're like, what? So
you mean like these ideas that
you better not be holding up the Jimbo notebook. That better have been used and used and used.
Oh, I just had that out the other day, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. So anyway, I have a customer council that we meet every Friday.
Yeah.
And so we're doing stuff with content marketing scripts, and I'm going to be doing redoing the webinar. I'm relaunching and doing all that stuff, or continuing the marketing with it. And I said, we need some testimonials for this. And so I was talking to Dexter, and I said, dude, let's just get some of the people that we know are using the software, let's get them on a Zoom, and we'll have a mastermind with them. And I just literally got off from that. It was one of the most valuable hours I've ever spent in my whole life. Just by shutting your mouth and listening to customers and letting them just tell you straight up what's good, what's bad, what could be better, what they want, what they like, what they don't like, it was one of the most valuable hours of my life. And it wasn't like a focus group or one of those contrived marketing things. This is sitting there and letting your customers put you in the hot seat. We put coaching clients in the hot seat. My customers just put me in the hot seat. And it was extremely valuable.
The bride stripped bare.
So, okay. But here's the thing, from a copy perspective, they were handing me sales copy on a silver platter. They were handing me sound bites and snippets, and they were selling me my stuff. They were, not denigrating the competition, but they were writing the sales copy for me. It was just amazing and a privilege and really smart idea, and it cost me nothing. Companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to do these focus groups and stuff. I just got a return on relationship with some people. Dean, what are your thoughts on what I just said?
I love it. It's, if you ask the market, they will tell you. And we're so caught up most of the time in our own baby, in our own genius, in our own, this thing is going to change the world. And that kind of thinking and internal dialogue, which turns into action, a one-way street. And it's leading away from you, not toward you.
Sure.
So what you did, one, it's very brave to do that, because a lot of people don't want to hear what's wrong. They're scared. It's like listening to yourself on a microphone or watching yourself on video for the first 10 times. It's so uncomfortable. It's creepy. And you're going, I don't want to hear this. You'll do anything to avoid hearing that. And that kind of feedback is just, it's invaluable. And the beauty of it is it's so simple because all you have to do are those 3 letters up there is ask. Just
Right.
ask your audience. And like you said, sit back and shut up. Don't defend yourself. Don't try and add to anything. Just let them, let them throw out the line and let the marlin run.
Right. So here's what came to my mind though. Everybody talks about, the whole ask campaign thing too. It's like, well, hey, go on social media or go on your thing and ask people, what's your number one question about this? I'm trying to put together a course. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. That whole thing. All right. That whole ask thing that, I call the most burning question campaign because it pissed me off to say ask because all these people were debating who really came up with ask and all this other stuff. But here's the thing. Here is the breakthrough, Dino. Are you ready?
Let me put my water down so I don't spit or choke.
This one takes cajones, as they say down south of the border.
In more ways than one.
What if instead of doing it on social media, what if instead of doing it by email where you and the other people are, trapped behind that wall of anonymity? I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, do I ever?
What if you said, okay, I got cajones de steel. That's brass balls in English. What if you said, okay, I'm going to get on a Zoom and I'm going to go live with whoever wants to show up. And you can tell me I'm doing this, and you get on there and you pepper me with every question you could think of that you need to know. In other words, do a Zoom ask campaign. I've never done it, but I'm thinking I might, because anybody can jump on there, ask anything. Plus, you could probably get some crazy chuckleheads for some great B-roll. So, but literally get on there and people can tell you what their problems are. They can tell you what they need help with when it comes to a certain thing. And you could get all kinds of crazy, fast, great intel by people just spilling their soul on the Zoom. So doing a Zoom ask campaign. What do you think? I think it's worth trying.
I absolutely. And you can sweeten the pot by saying, well, this could work 2 ways. You can, so just take this with a grain of salt.
Always do.
Say, what's that?
Always do.
Always with me, right? Yeah, that was nice. I didn't need to hear that. You can entice them with something. And if you do this, here's a reward. Here's a gift. Here's a cheat sheet. Here's something of value I'm going to give you, or I'll give you a week access to the Jim Edwards method or whatever, right? Just to test it out for doing this. That's all I'm saying.
Zoomask.com's already taken. Damn it. Bummed. It's okay. I'm getting something else.
How about Zoom Ask Me?
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Zoom Ask Me. Zoom Ask Now.
Keep talking.
So I like your idea. And it's easy. And you can even do this as a Facebook Live to your group. People who've already bought your stuff, do it inside your members area. Those people will show up in droves. Here's your chance to sling arrows and profanity at yours truly. There's no holds barred. There's no censorship. This is the gates. The floodgates are open. I'm not going to defend myself.
Okay.
I'm going to listen to everything you have to say.
I got it. You were running your mouth, and I'm sitting there trying to get Zoom Ask Me.com. Literally, that was what I put in, and you're like, yeah, get Zoom Ask Me. I'm like, Dean, shut the hell up. I'm like, somebody's gonna grab it. But I mean, Zoom Ask Me, dude, that is like brilliant. And you're right. You don't have to do it with, the general slavering.
Just the subscribers.
You could do it with subscribers and stuff. Right. You could. I'm telling you, this is $1 million idea. It is $1 million idea, because what that's going to do is it's going to get a certain number of people invested in it. It's like they already started it with you, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like they're a stakeholder, as they say now. That's the word the kids all use now, is stakeholder, which means they feel like they have a vested interest.
I like the kids.
I love that, man. Zoom Ask Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm telling you. And here's the thing. All you're doing is just removing layers of separation, which is what you want to do anyway.
Absolutely.
And they're gonna give you the sales copy in the process too. And I could see what they're saying. This is what's bothering me. This is my big problem. It's like, hey, is this your problem? Is this the thing that's bugging you? Is this the payoff that you really want? Well, there you go. It's gonna be awesome, dude. This is amazing. 2022 is my freaking year, man. I'm telling you right now.
It's a good year. Good year.
So, okay, I'm excited. Phew. Diego's like, I was about to buy that bad boy credit card out and everything. I knew some chucklehead would want to get it. Diego. Anyway, I had that happen on a webinar one time. It was ebook oil wells. And I was like, yeah, that'd be a cool course. And somebody bought it while they were on the course. And I was like, pissed. But I got it. Okay. So what was your idea? What was your thing? Why did you have the Jim Boat notebook out? Were you like looking at somebody through Zoom and going, can you believe the crap that Edwards put out? Look at this junk.
Oh no. So it has to do with the stuff that I sent you for
Zoomula.
For Zoomula. Yes, that's why I had it out. And it's right on my bookshelf here. So I thought, oh, I remember something from the Jim Boat. I remember something from the book. Let me pull it out. So, and it helped me make those, those videos and cheat sheets I sent you.
You did a fine job, by the way, a more than fine job, an admirable job.
Thank you.
I know you don't get a whole lot of pats on the back, so I want to be the one to, give you a little attaboy.
You're the only one I get it from, and far and few between. I live a very lonely life.
Your wife hugs you and tells you you're smart.
She does, and that's all I need.
There you go. Your wife's really nice. So, and she's a good cook too. She's hell on wheels with the air fryer, boy.
I know. We're just a text away when it comes to a recipe.
That's right.
Hey, we're having dinner right now, Terry and I, and we need a recipe.
How do you make them? How do you make them fries?
Oh my God! I just had steak fries from the air fryer that Elaine made. They're amazing. Steak, yeah, they're amazing.
Did she cut them up from the potatoes herself?
Yeah. We have a mandolin, so she uses a mandolin to cut them.
Okay, it doesn't mess the strings up.
No. Not at all.
We got one of those.
I just have to play the guitar.
That's right. I just used my violin. We got one of those ones. It's not the mandolin thing, but it's the stick the tater in there and do it all at once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Give it a good whack.
You're way stronger than I am.
Well, I just put my butt into it. So Dean.
Yeah.
What is your single biggest off the cuff tip for an amazing hook on a sales letter? This is totally random. What is it?
All right. Think big promise, big result, curiosity.
Okay. Okay.
There's my
I
tip.
didn't say what's your shortest tip. I said what's your best tip. That's a hook
That
for
would
the
be it.
hook.
That would be it.
Okay, can you elaborate just a
Did you want my,
teensy
did
bit?
you want my answer to be a hook? But because it was.
Apparently.
It was.
See, kids, what Dean's doing here is giving you what's called a dual learning path. Don't just pay attention to what he says, pay attention to how he says it and what he does.
Exactly. What you got, which is an open loop, is I gave you the what, but not the how.
Yes, and that requires entering 12 digits as well as an expiration and an authorization code and your zip code into this thing called the web page.
So the biggest tip for a hook, for a headline, because I know if you're just starting out, you're trying to think of the things that what's going to get people to be interested in this, so they read the rest of my sales letter or that they buy what I'm selling. And so it's really critical to start with, think about the result that your audience is looking for. What pain do they want to get rid of? What emotional pain, what psychological, mental, or physical pain do they want it? If they could do it, please, here's how much money do you want? I'll do anything to get rid of it. Here, please, take my children.
I don't like the little one.
I just want this to go away. So you could think it in two ways. One is to get rid of pain, and the other is to move toward pleasure or opportunity.
Okay.
You want to move away from pain, from discomfort, from itching.
Itching?
You need to scratch that itch. How are you going to do it?
I don't know.
Depends
on where the itch is.
Imagine waking up in the morning. What's the first thing you want to do? What's the first thing you have to do? You gotta go to the potty. Well, just imagine that is the pain your audience is experiencing. They want to get rid of it so bad. And there's no potty in the house. You have the potty for them. They can't go outside. There's no bucket. There's no cup. You're the solution. So how are you going to provide it?
Head on over to jimsjohns.com. We can bring you a Porta-John anywhere in the city. And for only $75 a month, I'll send a questionable man of character over there to suck the potty out at least 2 times a month and refill it with this beautiful blue liquid.
Oh, man.
jimsjohns.com.
Jim's John.
Jim's Johns.
Jimmy John.
Jimmy John. Jimmy, dude, that's $1 million business right there. Hey, whoever was going to grab that Zoom thing, I'll give you the consolation prize. Go buy jimmyjohn.com and only charge you 10% royalty.
Get into the urinal business. Yeah,
that's right. Everybody does it. That is a great tip, Dean.
Yeah.
I think that's a great tip. I think it's a wonderful tip. Would you like my tip?
Yes, I want to hear it, please.
You have to ask.
Oh my God, jimmyjohn.com was taken in 1999.
Some opportunities are taken by others. My thing goes right along with this and it's more of kind of a mistake to avoid. My tip is to make sure that your hook focuses on what it does, not what it is. Mm-hmm. So
give us an example.
Okay. Cheapest Porta-Johns in town. That's what it is. Enjoy doing your business in heated or cooled comfort all year round. Oh, now that's what it does.
you won't want to get up.
Exactly. That's the Jimmy John's that's the Jimmy John's promise. All right. You won't want to get up.
Guaranteed, you'll read an entire book in one sitting.
War and Peace never smelled so good. So that's the
Guaranteed,
thing.
you'll write a week's worth of blog content in one sitting.
Absolutely. With Jimmy John's, the sky's the limit. So I think those are great tips. I think we had a great example of keep your mouth shut if you have an idea for a domain name until you get it registered. You know, I think that in 23 minutes, we have given the folks a lot to think about. So I really don't know what else we could talk about. We talked about copy. We talked about Jimmy John's. We talked about air frying. We talked about notebooks. We talked about domain names. We talked about getting your customers or potential customers to break down some barriers and get even better communication with them. I think we've done what we need to do today.
Look, people love to help. We all love to help. And when you ask your audience, your customers, your subscribers, your viewers for their help and input, you'll be amazed at how willing they will be to say, I'm all in. I'd love to. I'd love to. And all you have to use are that simple words. I need your help.
Absolutely. So we had a couple of really cool comments. Tim was actually on fire over there on YouTube. But Tim says, greeting from the UK. Thanks for sharing with us. Kim says, Zoom Ask sounds like a great idea. If it doesn't work, you've lost nothing but your time. And then Diego, ZoomAskAway.com was available. I'm sure he grabbed that. Tim said people will not turn up if they don't have a reason to do so. I think offering a chance to affect product roadmaps and say you'll give them credit on your community pages, that's a cool idea.
Oh, yeah.
I actually think that's a really cool idea. I also think just structuring it like what you said, you know, if you say, hey, come on this live Zoom, I'm going to be teaching you this tip, and this tip. So I'm going to teach you like 3 quick tips. And then so you teach for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, give them some real good stuff, and then say, hey, I'm thinking about turning in, you know, creating a course or doing this or whatever it is you want. It's like, okay, I gave you some cool stuff, like the old insurance pitch thing. Hey, I bought you dinner. Now through dessert, you need to listen to my pitch. And people are like, all right, that's fine. It's the exact same thing as the ask campaign of, hey, when you ask, then I'll give you like an ebook or access to something cool like that. Tim said this works great with SaaS service where people have long-term relationships.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a good thought, which is cool. What's up, C-Ray? Anza says, I have a journalism degree. I feel like I'm stuck sounding editorial. Well, if that's your voice, then that's your voice. But just practice and do stuff.
Jim, you came right directly out of that world. I
was a quote unquote journalist or columnist. There's a difference. I was a columnist for 10 years, but
a journalist can use the whole paper. A column just gets one.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
A journalist gets to journal. Columnist just does this.
Gets about that wide.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right. C-Ray's eating sushi. Well, I hope it's good. So, Dino, great job today. Appreciate everybody joining us. Send your friends, send your family, send your good vibes. So, everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.